Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I have been missing for a little bit, but our schedules have been so crazy with little man, soccer, and videography that I haven't had time to sit back and just play with makeup or, put more time into makeup or hair, anything like that. I've had a lot of requests on how to apply false lashes, and I know there's, great, lash videos out there. But I do know some tips and tricks and how to manipulate them, and I know where to get some lashes that are inexpensive. So I figured why not give it a shot. So this makeup video is strictly about application of false lashes, what you need, where I get my things, what works, what does not work, at least for me. And so I'm gonna go very slowly, step by step, so you can pause the video whenever you feel like you need to pause. And just copy what I need to do and keep this on repeat if needed. So diving on in, what you need for false lash application is these 5 things. Now these 5 things are what I use. They're not necessarily what you have to use, but doing this, you can't go wrong. So you need tweezers, okay? You can get the normal tweezers, or you can grab these pointed ones at the end, either one. There it goes. So these points, and these have that flat ridge. Either one works. A lot of the times if I don't have my thing, then I use my finger, or I actually use a bobby pin. That works too. So tweezers. I have eyeliner. Now, it doesn't matter like if it's a felt tip or a pencil or anything like that. Right now I'm using a liquid eyeliner, a felt tip from Milani. Then you have your Ardell Duo lash. There we go, lash glue. I do like to use the pin, or not the pin, the wand one that dries clear. I do not like the dark that dries black. Please don't do that. It doesn't look good when it dries, especially if you're not precise with the application. And on top of it, if you have to go in and reattach some your lashes, it doesn't look as clean when the finished product appears. So I use a clear. And mascara, right now I'm using the Essence, the False Lash Mascara. Any mascara works, but this is what I'm working with right now, and I've really liked it. It's only $3.99. And then you have lashes. Duh, you need false lashes. So I've had a lot of questions on lashes, on what to use, what not to use. Ardell always has some great ones. Kiss has a few that I like, especially if you're wanting to go into inexpensive route. Now I have used more pricey lashes before, only if I'm going to a special occasion like a wedding or anything like that. For my everyday use, I do go with these Christina lashes. Now these Christina lashes, you can get on Amazon, and they are prime. So right now they have your different styles are the ones with a hashtag. So this is the Demi Wispy right here, DW. I do have another one of my favorites is the number 43. It's kind of like a, it looks like kind of a wispy, but not quite. And it's a lot longer for the lashes, and it fans out more onto the outside. That's my favorite one. But I do use these. For a pack of 12, it's like $12. So the reason why I do like the Christinas is for the band, if I can get this a little bit more focused in there. For the band, as you can tell, it's not a thick one, so it's easy to manipulate and bend and figure out where you want it. Other than if you get the thicker bands, then it's kind of, you have to work with it. But that's just being me. And it's easier to blend into your lashes and the root of your lashes. So I have my full face on. And no, you don't necessarily need a full face to apply lashes. I just think it kind of looks better, especially if you're new to the lash game. I think having something on already and then applying the false lash makes it blend a little bit better, instead of just putting nothing on and just smacking a lash on, and kind of looks funky. So this is where the eyeliner comes in. So the reason why I think a beginner needs eyeliner is that there's a lot of room for error, or room for improvement, so to speak. So the reason why I apply a lot of the times eyeliner, I think it blends the band with the root of your lash very seamlessly. if there was a gap between the root of your lash and the band, or a mistake, or it's peeling up or something with this eyeliner backdrop, so to say, background, it makes it smooth and clean, and it hides everything, so it's disguising everything. Now, when you get really good at applying eyelashes, you don't necessarily need the eyeliner at all. You don't need a cat wing. You don't need all of the extravagant stuff. You just need a little bit of something back there to blend it. But once you get good at it, and once you get comfortable, and once you start getting that band to the root of your lash every time, then you won't need it. But to start out, I think eyeliner will help you. So with that being said, I already applied my eyeliner. I put a tiny little cat wing, whatever you want to call it. It's not the greatest, but hey, it'll do for 10 p.m. at night. So with that being said, you peel your lash off, okay? What I did is I took my tweezers, got under this band, and I am gently going to peel it off, gently. There you go. Now my lashes are off, and I'm gonna go ahead and kind of bend the band so it kind of just is moldable instead of being so stiff. So now, after I've done my eyeliner, I did put a coat of mascara on just so my real lashes and my falsies can blend together and they can grab onto something. So I do have one coat of mascara on each eye. I have my eyeliner on. I'm going to take my wand with some glue, and I'm going to apply it on the band. So I dipped it in once. So as you can tell, it looks like it's blue. Yeah, there you go. It looks like it's blue. It's not going to dry that color. It is going to dry clear. So I'm going to wait and blow on it just for a little bit. I am working with my left eye. Let it dry for a little bit, because if you put it on so wet, it's going to slip and slide, and you're just going to get frustrated. It's going to be a hot mess. You want it to get a little bit tacky, a little bit dry, so once you apply it, you're done. I'm going to go ahead and go on in, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with the middle, and I'm going to place it and make sure it is stuck. Now I want that end, my more focus is getting that end, the bigger end, on the outside of my eye, on the outside of my eyelid, and you're going to apply all of this to the root of your lash. Okay, don't put it on your eyelid, put it on the root of your lash. So I'm going to go in, make sure I lock it down in the middle first, so I press it in the middle of my eye. I'm going to work on the outside first. And right now I'm just working with my fingers, no tweezers yet. I'm going to keep pressing. Once I get this middle down and I get the outside, then I just keep pushing into the root of my lash all the way, and then I'm going to go to the middle. Now here's where the tweezers need to come in, with the middle of your lash. So I'm going to take my tweezers. I'm going to pick up the false lash and push it into the root. Now what I do, I honestly don't take the ends of the tweezers anymore. I'm going to flip it and use that flat edge. So what I'm going to use is take this flat edge and then just press it into the root. So once I did that, now what I'm going to do is take my finger, I'm going to go under my lash, and I'm going to push up, just push the lashes up. Now the reason why I'm doing this is that all that pressing down on your lash to get it into that root is taking that curl away, and it's flattening it out, and I don't want lashes that look like this. So now I'm taking my finger and I'm pushing my lashes back up so I can get that curve. And that whole time I kept my eye closed because I want the glue to set. So now I open my eyes slowly. Now I'm taking my fingers, because I don't, once I've pressed this down in my root, I don't really use the tweezers, because I feel like every time I use the tweezers, then it picks it back up and then I'm at square one again. So now I'm gonna take my fingers and put one finger on top and then the other finger underneath the lashes. I'm gonna kind of marry my falsie and my real lash. Just pinch them together and then go back and forth with that lifting motion. Bam, you're done. Now, I will tell you there are some steps that I kind of just breeze through, and I'm gonna break it down in a minute. one trick. Sometimes, like if allergy seasons are bad, like my eyes keep watering, I can't figure out how to pin down this inner, I will take my wand, and see, this is the thing that I love about this wand. Instead of like the squeezing tube or anything like that, I'll take my wand and I'll close my eye and I'll coat over the inner corner one, because that tends to be the death of me. So I'll recoat it and I'll push it back and kind of rebond it and add some glue to that, because that is my, I will tell you, that is my not vice, but that's my downfall. If something were to happen to me in my lashes, it's gonna be the inner inside of these dadgum things. So I will tell you that I do add extra glue on the inside. All right, so one step that I did kind of just breeze through and not show you, just because I know these lashes fit my eyes perfectly, so I don't have to do that every morning or every time I get a new lash. But the one step that I will tell you that you have to make sure, especially getting a new style of lash, getting new something, you have to size it to your eye and make sure it fits your eye. So what you were to do after you peel off your lash from the packaging, you would take it and you would size it on your eye. So you would place it on that root of the lash and kind of figure out, and put it into the root of the lash and figure out, okay, does this fit? Does the inside go too far into where it starts itching really bad? And you'll understand that feeling when I'm talking about. You'll place it on there. If it's itching really, really, really bad, you can't stand it, then you would need to size your eyelash. So when you're sizing your eyelash, and I'm not gonna do it with this pair because this pair fits, that means you're gonna have to cut off some lashes from your falsie to make sure it fits your eye. So how you're gonna do that, you're not gonna want to cut from the inside right here. That's a no-no. You're gonna ruin the natural look of this falsie. You're gonna have to cut from the outside. And what I would do, your first cut that group of lashes off first. So when you're looking at your lashes, as you can tell in the falsies, they're bunched up into groups, as you can tell. So on the bands, you'll have like you have a group there, a group there, a group there, a group there. Your first cut would be that first group. And that's being completely honest with you. So instead of going into the middle of that group, cutting off lashes, jagged, it would make them look jagged. Oh my God, that's why I'm a math teacher. Okay, it'll make them look jagged. I would take that first cut. So right here, I'm gonna make a little black mark on where I would cut. So do you see that black mark right there? After that first bundle, that's where I would make my first cut. After that, then I would reapply this to your lash without the glue to see if it fits, and if you need to cut more and more and more, then you do bundle by bundle by bundle, not strand by strand by strand. So once again, let me recap on that. What you're gonna do, take this out of the packaging, stick it without glue on the root of your lash to see if it's gonna fit. If it's hanging off on one side or on the inside, that means it's too long. If it's making your insides itch too long, that's when you take the first cut. The first cut is gonna be that on the end of the lash, on the outside of the lash, you're gonna cut off that first bundle. After you cut off the first bundle, then you take the lash again and just see if it fits. If it fits, bam, that's when you apply your glue. If not, then you cut off the next bundle, okay? So I'm gonna go off camera really quickly and reapply this lash, and then we'll do a recap. I am back. So once that is done, you have your lashes, they're good. The glue is dry. Don't do this when it's wet. When the glue is dry, then you can take your mascara and you can marry it even more. All you do is go under, mainly at the base and the root of everything. Don't go up the whole false eyelash, just at the base to marry it and lock it down together, and you are done. That is how you apply a false lash. And guys, it's gonna be frustrating at first. You're not gonna get it completely. It's gonna take you a little longer, but I promise you, stay with it and you'll be okay. If you go out to the store and get these things, guys, I promise you, then you can apply a false lash. With that being said, thank you for joining me once again, and thank you for hanging in there with me, for me taking my time of leave off from YouTube. I will be doing these more often. Now spring break and the end of the school year is coming and summer is happening soon. So please shoot me video ideas or ask me questions on Instagram, Facebook, or down below. Don't forget to subscribe, hit that notification bell, like button, do whatever, share what you want to do. I'm here, and I'm here to make the easiest videos for you to go back into in a step-by-step guide on anything that you have questions on. All right.